Dear gracious Heavenly Father, we want to start this meeting on the right foot, and you are always there. You've been there for us from beginning to end, and we can always trust your love and your mercy and your grace. Lord, we just pray that you would just be with us as commissioners, give us wisdom, help us to do what is right for your county, Fannin County, and thank you for these people that are here tonight, Lord, that are interested in the business of the county, Lord, and help us all to be civil and peaceful, and again, be pleasing all in your sight. Thank you again for all these things. We ask in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Amen. Commissioner Church, you lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Yeah, join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May we please. All right, gentlemen, unfinished business. We have the approval of the minutes from the April 14th, 2026 regular scheduled board meeting. Commissioner Patterson, any errors or omissions in those minutes?
No, sir, I have none. Thank you.
Commissioner Cersei?
No, sir.
All right, nor do I, so I'll make a motion to approve those minutes, and I'll ask for a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh. Which is reaching. All right. That's a fine. Thank you, sir. All right, under new business, we have a variance request by William Dunn IV to build a new home 15 feet from the edge of River Bend Lane. It's due to elevation of parcel displacement will allow more room for septic system field and for any future septic repairs. Is there anyone here that supports this variance? Anyone against it? Okay. All right, so gentlemen, when I took a look at it, done a little measuring. I do believe 15 feet would be a little bit too close, but I believe that 25 feet from the edge of the road would be more than enough in my mind. Talked to Keith about it, he was feeling the same way, so.
Yeah, you have room to do that?
And for 25 feet instead of 15,
Yeah.
go back another 10 feet and do 25.
Okay.
So, that would be, a suggestion to possibly approve not 15, but the 25 feet from the edge of the road. So, any discussion on this?
No, sir, that's a good suggestion, and I'm all for it.
All right. So that being said, I'll make a motion to approve this variance, but not 15 feet, from the edge of the road, but 25 feet from the edge of the road. I'll make that, motion. Ask for a second.
I second.
Can I ask you a
Oh,
question?
yeah, absolutely.
Do they know this?
They do not.
They do not.
Okay. They're asking us for a variance request. We told them, in my mind, this is what we're gonna offer, and,
Go from there.
go from there.
There you go.
So, not trying to be rude about that at all, but, it's time to start looking at this a little different.
I got you.
I'll make that motion.
Well, you
Commissioner
got the
Patterson,
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
service by code enforcement officer on violations of county ordinances. And this is not long, so I'm just gonna read this. So, it says, whereas Fannin County, a political subdivision of the state of Georgia and qualifying local government, has adopted and will adopt ordinances designed to protect, preserve, and promote the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of Fannin County, Georgia, as well as protect, preserve, and promote the health, safety, and welfare of visitors to the area, as well as balance the rights of property owners. And whereas the effectiveness of any ordinance is dependent on the enforcement of the same. And whereas the state of Georgia has authorized local governments to adopt administrative procedures for the enforcement of codes, provisions for hearings, prosecution of the same, the establishment of fines and incarceration and provisions for appeals. And whereas the provisions of Georgia Code 15-10-63, 2024 provide that the governing authority of a county may provide that ordinance violations may be tried upon citation, with or without a prosecuting attorney, as well as upon accusation. That's where it gets into where now it's been resolved. So, number one, the Fannin County Board of Commissioners, as the governing authority, hereby adopts citation-based enforcement for county ordinances. Fannin County Code Enforcement Officer shall be and are authorized to issue citations for violations of those county ordinances. And the provisions of Georgia Code 15-10-60 through 15-10-66, or as amended, shall govern the use of citations. Upon adoption of the resolution as provided by law, shall be applicable to all ordinances in Fannin County, Georgia. So, just to kind of give you, which you know, I just want to kind of bring it back up. So, up until this point, we have written summonses to appear before a magistrate judge, and some of those ordinances we couldn't enforce. It had to be by citation only. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
You are, plus doing it by summons is a two-step process, and doing it by citations is a one-step process. So it just streamlines everything.
We're doing it one.
We've been doing it by the two-step, but we found a way to do it the one-step, and we're moving to one step.
And the one step is again, let's
It's
say.
a citation.
It's a citation
Right.
instead of a summons.
It's like what the police officer would write, but it's so that our code enforcement officer could go up to you and Mr. Patterson and say, you're in violation of this, so-and-so. Appear on this day before Judge Jones or the magistrate court at this time. And then at that point in time, you enter a plea of either guilty or not guilty, and then it moves forward. As it is right now, you're having to do it like it's a probable cause,
Okay.
and it's just
It
Don't we-
shortens the process.
oh, amen.
Don't we have two code enforcement officers?
We have two code enforcements, and that was what I was gonna ask, so like for animal control, will they be able to do the same?
Yes, I mean, she's a certified, you've got your certificate, right?
ACO.
1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, so yes, she can.
Well, she could write a citation.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Can a regular policeman write a
Oh,
citation?
yeah,
Well,
it
yeah,
doesn't
that's
take
where it
away,
starts.
it doesn't take away from
What's the
anything.
second?
So it doesn't have to be a citation officer.
Correct, it just adds to, who can do this.
We've had some issues with that, and who can and who's not,
Yeah.
who is and who's
Well,
not.
the thing about it is that these ordinances need to be enforced, and
That's the thing, it's not worth the paper unless it's enforced, right?
well, you just gotta have the people at the right time that can do it. She's gonna be able to. We got two code enforcement officers now, we're untying their hands and saying, enforce these
I got a
ordinances.
question for you. What if she gives them citation, they rip it up?
Oh,
Go
that
to
doesn't-
You're not,
jail.
you're not an
No, that
officer,
doesn't-
you're not an officer.
That don't work.
That don't work anymore. What she turns her, and if you go.
So what's the next step then?
Okay,
If they do-
so this is what happens, and I started to put it verbatim in this, but I was afraid it was just too wordy. But let me explain. So Casey issues you a citation because your cute little Pomeranian has been nipping at Sherry's feet every time she walks by.
Okay,
And she's gonna come up and she's gonna say, Mr. Patterson, you are being an irresponsible pet owner. We've talked to you about this still being an irresponsible pet owner. And the code section, our county ordinance says you gotta keep your animal on your own property, or if it's off your property, you gotta keep it leashed, under your control. And she's gonna give it to you, and these things happen on the second Tuesday at 10 a.m., so she's gonna know, well, I'm standing here right here on the 30th day of April, you gotta have 30 days of notice. So I can't get you on the May calendar, so on the June 10th calendar, you're gonna be there at 10 a.m.
Yeah, cool.
And
What?
then she hands you your copy. Then she takes the duplicate copy downstairs to the magistrate.
Right.
And once it's turned into the magistrate, if you don't show up,
Warrant
you
signature.
don't answer to Casey, you answer to Judge Jones, and he writes this little thing called a bench warrant for your arrest.
And they go.
So
Yeah.
it goes that far, it's not just a, say, $10 fine or $20
Well,
fine?
so if you come
We
in,
said fines, don't we?
well, actually, the fine cannot be any more than $1,000
Right.
per day, and not to exceed incarceration for more than 6 months, although the first 120 days of a 6-month sentence are automatically probated. Don't ask me why I didn't write that statute. But what our goal in Fannin County in these
Right.
situations has always been, we'd rather have you be compliant than to take your money.
Take your money.
So we've had a number of people that Casey's been working with, let's use animal control, who, for whatever reason, they have not been able to keep their pets under control. And there's an organization called Fences for Fido, am I saying that right, Casey? And so sometimes it's a question of people need to know, hey, how can I get some resources? We've got one lady that we're working on right now, and, God love her, the dog she couldn't keep under control was actually one that she was fostering, it just kind of showed up. But it's a little hyper, and it kept running around and nipping at the neighbors, so Fences for Fido stepping in. The important thing, and what we have, you get a little bit of grace, but you better get it solved, is your dog better have a current rabies tag. And we have unfortunately had situations where, for whatever reason, people have not gotten their dogs their rabies shot.
Right.
Well, we can, again, there's resources available. We'd rather you take your money and go pay for your dog's rabies tags as opposed to paying a fine.
Right.
So, but if we tell you, Mr. Patterson, you do not, your dog's running off your property, and you do not have a current rabies tag, come into Judge Jones's court on this day. If you've got an ounce of a brain, you're gonna go get that rabies tag and you're gonna bring it in. And if you don't, the law says we can confiscate your animal, get the rabies tag, and you can have it right back as soon as you pay for all that.
So you pay for it.
Yeah, as soon as you pay for it.
But there again, though, it's just like also that frees up on some of these other ordinances
Oh, yeah.
that we passed.
Oh, it's so much needed. It frees up other people to do other things, and it puts teeth in what we're doing.
Yeah,
And it takes away just the speed.
yeah.
Does that
And
make
the
sense?
complaints.
Yeah.
So it gives us a little more control.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited. I hope Casey's happy, excited as I am.
That's what I was gonna ask. Casey, have you had time to read all this? And
Yes,
how-
sir.
How do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's
I
gonna?
think it's fantastic. I think if it's done this way, then we can issue the citations, because right now, I issue a summons, we go to a probable cause hearing. After that hearing, we go to another hearing. If the judge finds it, then I have to rely on the sheriff's office and take up their time to then pull us aside and write these citations, because they have to write them, you know what I mean? This way, I can enforce animal control, and the sheriff can go do what he has to do without having to step in and do a portion of our job that I've done for over a decade, and I'm very comfortable doing.
Good deal.
So,
That's what we want.
And the other thing is, you know how, look how long we've just sit here explaining what this is, and we live with this process.
Right.
Try explaining to somebody who's the victim of a situation. Why, okay, I know this is the third time you've come, and nothing's happened, but we're following a process. Well, we are following a process, it's just a very cumbersome process.
Right.
This time, we now know, we can say,
direction.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We got more direction, okay? Because this is important, we need to get it right, because, you know, this is a pet-friendly county, okay? And so, we have plenty of people, that like their pets and all this other stuff, so. Anyway, that's good.
Yeah.
Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'll turn it over to you.
And forward.
Oh, boy.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you say wolf?
I said, oh, boy.
I thought you said wolf.
All right, being said, I'll make a motion.
Crawl under the desk.
Make a motion to adopt a resolution to authorize trial of county ordinance / code violations by citation. I'll make that motion, ask for a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Ah.
He's gonna get you a new ink pen, maybe a whole box.
We done got some. What was that? Get with me before we.
Yes, sir.
Or I can send it, I think I'll send it to you in Word, so you can,
Thanks on that, Glenn.
Glenn, sign that, sir, please. But it was a correct way, so my spell check didn't catch it, and I looked over and my eyes just hit that, and I was like, no.
All right, so number 3, we have, Recreation Director Eddie O'Neill regarding the purchase of equipment.
Where did y'all's podium go?
Mine's double.
So let me complicate the pet thing. So since we have 4 parks that are all pet friendly with friendly pets, except all pets are not friendly, do I call her or do I call him?
I'd call her now.
So you want me to call her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless there's a fight.
Get your phone ready.
Stays
Get
on
your
the
phone.
phone, sir.
Yeah, because it is an issue, more than you think. It is an
An issue at the.
issue. People don't want to leash pets,
At the
people
rec
can't
center,
control
you
pets.
mean?
Oh, yeah, all 4 parks. It's an ongoing issue. So we will call her from now on and quit messing with these guys. So
Some of your people there at the park complain about other person's.
oh, yeah,
animals?
you can't let your animal go and run out onto a field where 8-year-olds are playing ball, let your animal do his thing on your playing surface. Right, but it happens every day, and it's an ongoing
I
matter,
got
so
you.
we'll be calling her a lot, you know, it is an issue.
We can make some signage on that.
But forget about that, we'll move
Johnny's got a shovel, I believe.
on. You need more to show. Something better than show. So just a quick couple of things, I'd like to, both of these are SPOS purchases. One is to add some protective netting on our disc golf courses. There are 2 areas where you could actually lose your disc and throw it out into traffic as the circle goes around a park. You guys are familiar in a park. We like to add some 18-foot netting there. That total would be to River City Athletic to apply that. Labor and all, $5,750.
You can do that for every hole, or?
There's 2 holes that interfere, that you could bust a car window out on if you were.
That
not a
right
good
there will
disc
take
golfer.
care of the ones that you need.
That's correct. There's only 2 that you could throw into traffic if you weren't.
$5,000.
About $5,750.
Gentlemen, any discussion on this?
That was splunge.
I have none, Chairman.
Make a motion to approve the protective netting for the disc golf in the amount of $57.50 to be paid on the SPOS. I'll make that motion, ask for a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Eddie, when are we gonna get done on?
We'll be ready this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the nets, everything's up. We just
They
have to
open
get
up.
it protected.
9 hole?
9-hole, that's correct. It's a 9-hole par 3 disc golf course. Yeah.
Is there a charge or no? Or
There's no charge, just come and play.
Just
Yeah,
bring your
line up
disc.
together, Bring your disc and play. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's ready. Well, people are playing on it, but there are a couple of issues where you could actually throw it into traffic if
Right.
you, weren't a very good golfer. For sure.
That would be.
I always hit it straight.
think that's gonna be a big plus for you
I
guys.
think so.
That's real popular.
Yeah. Second is, we want to add a slide to a playground, in the county park. We wanna add a slide, and it will need some protective railing also. And I would prefer this be professionally installed. There's so many, regulations with, playground equipment. This would be to Bliss Products to add the slide and the safety railing. I don't have my readers with me, $5,246.50 to Bliss Products.
Can you repeat that?
BLISS, Bliss
And
Products,
it's
$5,250.
Eddie, give me an approximation of the height of those slides. I mean, that's, of course, slides come in different sizes.
Yeah,
Is
these
it one
are
of them
probably,
at the
it's an
peak?
elementary playground, so it's probably like 6 foot in height. And it goes out probably 12, 14 feet in length.
Just one?
It's a double slide,
Double?
yeah.
All right, tell me what about the grounds? How, is it gonna be just protected anyway?
It's already protected, we're just adding, we're
Sand or
taking
something?
an old one and adding a double, making it better.
Well,
Yeah.
you got, is it sand?
It's
or-
mulch, yeah,
Mulch?
it's ADA approved, all of our playgrounds are all installed by, commercial playground with professionally installed.
Those things you used to have to
Well-
expand are long gone.
Yeah, those, Home Depot playgrounds are all gone. So you gotta be careful. A lot of rules and regs with playgrounds, right? Yeah,
So we need to vote on this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so we, no further discussion, make a motion to, I'll make a motion to approve to add the slide to the playground and the protective rail and Bliss Products for $5,246.50 to be paid out as floss as well. I'll ask for a second.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question here? What about the playground over here at City Park?
Have you been by there
Not
lately?
lately.
So the new pavilion is complete,
It is?
except for the furniture, the picnic tables that go in there. Now we're ready to go out and
That's our
install the
last
playground.
step, ain't it?
That's the last step, yeah, so it's beautiful. I don't know if you haven't been by there, go check out that pavilion. It'll be up for use as soon as the furniture goes in. But it's a beautiful pavilion in a great location. People can use a pool, use that thing for pool parties. It's
Oh.
30 by 40. It looks really
You
good.
got cameras over there on all this?
We do have cameras on everything over there, correct. There's cameras on the bathrooms, concession area, and there are also cameras at the pool. So that whole park is pretty much
So
covered.
you talking about now all three parks, like that Tomboy, you got cameras over there? No?
We do have cameras at Tomboy also, yeah, and at Horseshoe Bend Park.
Okay.
Horseshoe Bend's different, it's laid out weird, and it's 10.5 acres of different
Yeah.
stuff, but
It's a big,
really, the only thing not covered at Horseshoe Bend would be the, enclosed dog park areas. There's not a lot you can destroy there.
Well, did you get Cameron under control down there?
Yes, all of Tamman is up and running, and cameras from the pickleball courts to bathrooms, everything's covered in town.
Good deal.
Yeah, everything's
really,
covered.
we got four parks, I forgot about Tamron.
We do have full parks, that's correct.
It keeps you a little busy.
Well, a little bit.
That's why it doesn't
Thank
have any
you.
hair.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Alright, so number 4, we have, this is a renewal of the work detail agreement by and between the Georgia Department of Corrections and Fannin County. Gentlemen, as you know, this comes up each year. Mr. Ratcliffe, he wasn't able to be here tonight with us to present this. So, again, if we decide it's a renewal of what we've had.
Need to keep it.
I think Ms. Walker has, some numbers for us. I believe it went up just a little bit, like everything else. But if you would care to share the numbers with us?
So last year, the compensation for the work detail program was $54,249.80. And there is a price increase this year, going up to $56,962.29. That's a $2,712.49 increase from the prior year. But as far as, all the other stipulations in the agreement between, work detail program is still the same.
What's the increase for?
They just usually go up a percentage every year on that detail.
We buy the fuel now.
We do.
All they said was that just, there
True
was a
that, true that,
2,700
We got about
kids.
18 guys for,
yeah.
you have any discussion on this?
No, sir.
When are we gonna get started with this, Jamie? I've forgotten, immediately or a couple of weeks?
They already been working.
Are they
Yeah,
working?
there's-
Oh, yeah, they've been
Yeah,
working
they-
for
They
like
work
several years.
12 months, or is it, it cut off a couple
So,
of months?
so here's another thing about that, so if, they would be year round.
Yeah.
There are times that if the roads are bad or something like
Right.
that, they don't come.
Sure,
So if they don't come, we don't pay them.
okay,
It's not like this is a salary that
Right.
you continue to pay each month. If there's a week that they don't come, we don't pay them. If there's a day that they don't come, we don't pay them for that day. So that's
do
pro.
they come 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, or
They come 4 days a week.
4 days a week?
Yeah, come 4 days a week. And, if there's a day, like, that's their work schedule, and they work 14 is what they work. But if there's a day that they don't show up, we don't have to pay for that, so. And
And
sometimes,
holidays.
yeah, holidays, sometimes their facility's on lockdown and they don't get to have it. So, we have had that a time or two, so. But we
When
didn't
they got
pay.
a schedule to go
Yep.
various areas?
Yeah, they get with Zach and, when they show up, they get with Zach, he's got them lined up to go to different places in the county, and that's exactly what they do.
Mostly weed eaters, right?
They
Mostly
pick up a lot of trash.
They do a little bit of everything.
a little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
of course do. So, we're thankful to have them.
And they got the guy out there watching them, in order.
They do. They free our guys up to do the larger stuff.
Right.
You know,
And they
paving
actually
and-
help our guys.
Yeah, they do, help them a lot, so. All right,
Okay.
any other discussion?
No, sir.
I have none.
I'll make a motion to, approve $56,962.29, to go to the work detail agreement by and between the Georgia Department of Corrections and Fannin County. I'll make that motion, ask for a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Uh,
All right. And, number 5, we have, our EMA coordinator, Trent Lowry, regarding the Fannin County Disaster Awareness Plan. So, Mr. Lowry, good to see you.
Good to see you. We just recently developed our new disaster awareness plan. Our GMA rep reached out to us and told us that this was the last plan in a series we needed to be eligible for FEMA's disaster match program. So if we declare a disaster in the county, it'll allot us 2% more funds to help cope with public infrastructure. The main thing of the plan, it goes through ways we can notify the public, ways to do public outreach and educate about disaster safety, how to get in contact with us, and what steps families need to take to be prepared. That's about it. This is a general kind of format for it that's already been looked through by GMA and FEMA both, so it's based on what they've already developed.
Yeah.
Trent, have you had any changes from last year, or is it basically the same? as last
This
year?
is a brand new plan for the
Okay.
disaster awareness. Yeah, it's completely new. It just mainly lays out how we're gonna notify the public in case of disaster, how we're gonna go through recovery, and how we can implement the public into that, how that they can, prepare at your house, how to prepare for wildfires, how to, clear out areas. And it really harps on us going around and, showing these safe tips, reaching out. A lot of that will go into our PIO's office to have him talk to the media and get ways out how to get people prepared.
Do you talk to the schools about it?
So that's one thing that'd be a part of it, yes, to reach out to younger age groups, get children kind of aware. We reach out right now with our fire safety programs, teach kids how to get out of the class or house or out of the classroom if something happens.
Have you decided about, a lot of people wonder where you're, if we had a disaster, where you would go? I mean, we have a building, or,
Yes, we have some shelters set up right now. So if we activate our shelters, our primary shelter is the rec center, and then we have secondary shelters at places like Morganton Baptist and First Baptist of Blue Ridge that can be activated through the Red Cross if we need. And this kind of also lays out how we get a hold of the public, how we'd send out these messages, tell people if they need a shelter.
You had a
where to go.
hurricane or whatever.
Yeah,
I got you.
exactly.
Getting close to that kind of season.
Yes, it is, unfortunately, and looking at South Georgia, we need to really be thinking about this.
You've been very informative. It's good information for
Thank you,
people.
thank you.
You did a good job.
Yeah, we'll sign this, and, if y'all approve it, we're gonna put it in our local emergency operations plan, and that'll, help open up some more funds, God forbid, if we need them in a disaster. So,
Right.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks, Trent.
Jim, any discussion on this?
I have none, Chairman.
I will make a motion that we approve that disaster awareness plan, and I'll ask for a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. It's, keep some of that in your office, 'cause some people
We'll do, friends, we'll make a copy of this or email it to you or something to that effect. All right, so that brings us down to public commentary. If you have anything you'd like to say, raise your hand, come up. Tell us who you are and where you at, and we'll go from there. Anybody? Very funny. All right, we'll close public commentary. Gentlemen, that brings us to executive session. Is there a need for executive session?
I have none, Chairman.
Well, now that you mentioned it, I don't have anything.
All right. Well, that being said, I'll make a motion to adjourn. And
I
ask for a
think
second.
we do need to go in it though, because I need to tell you about Fannin there, and all them.
I second, Chairman.
All in favor?
Oh, man.